I'm Harriott. I'm a musician. I'm a chief exec. I'm a criminologist. I'm a sociologist. I'm an organizational consultant. Above all things, I'm a black man. And I'm here today to talk about the awakening which has happened in relation to black lives globally and specifically in the United Kingdom. The murder of George Floyd in the United States has triggered a global response, a response that makes every individual look at themselves and really question, what are we doing as a human race? I wanted to create a space where we could just open up honest conversations. What is this issue about? This issue is about inequality. This issue is about something which has been happening for many, many generations. This issue is about an experience that my grandparents had, my parents had, I have had, and so has my child. This issue is about disrupting this intergenerational pattern of inequality to ensure that everybody has a better and a fairer experience and a fairer chance and fairer access to this beautiful society that we live in. So I'm here to speak to this issue, and I'm also here to ensure that we can have open dialogue at this time. There's no right way, there's no wrong way to have these discussions, but we have to cross those boundaries together and start having these open, frank discussions about what it is to have a Black British experience, what terminology is right, and interrogating some of these subjects together. So why are the protests important? Because for the first time in my life, I'm looking at people of all ages, of all ethnicities, joining together to say enough is enough, and the inequality experienced by Black people globally must come to an end. So how do we do that? Well, as I said, and I keep saying, let's keep the conversations open. Let's create safe spaces where people can get it wrong. Let's look internally at our families, our organizations, our friendship groups, and have difficult conversations and question ourselves. Let's ensure that when we're sitting and making decisions, that people around the table represent the diverse nature of the United Kingdom. Let's ensure that we interrogate some of the darker thoughts in an open space and be comfortable to use language which may be inappropriate. But let's nail it. Let's get to the core of it to ensure that moving forward, our children's children have a better experience than we have had. It's time for a change. So where do we go from here? Well, I've had messages from white people who are scared to say things. I've had messages from white people who are unsure what the right language is to use. I've had messages from Black people who are angry, who are traumatized by what they've seen. But it's only through these discussions and creating these safe spaces that we can explore and interrogate the language, the ideas, the solutions that we need to move forward. We have not yet tapped into the richness of the collaboration which can happen between us as human beings, but specifically between Black and white people in the United Kingdom. I'm looking forward to our children being able to look back at this point, this marked point, where the conversation started to be more honest. Let's silence the minority voices, the people that are saying things just to antagonize the situation. Let's be the majority, and let's continue to create these spaces where we can talk openly and honestly, and we can transform this experience for future generations to come.